Hello! Today, we're in Weehawken, New Jersey, a city just across the river from New York. Today, we're going to be checking out one of New Jersey's commuter coach buses, running from here up north to Westwood. Weehawken is a bustling metro suburb of New York City, most famous for its clear waterfront view of Manhattan. Since there is no actual station for our ride today, we have to walk to the nearby bus stop, which is thankfully close by. Today's bus is the 165 route, an express bus from Port Authority to Westwood. 4 other bus routes serve this stop, as you can see, providing service to other nearby towns. The 4 bus routes in question also serve Port Authority, but go to towns further north and west like Paramus, Cresskill, and Fort Lee. Not wanting to look suspicious, I didn't get footage of our bus incoming, but to put it simply, it's the exact same bus you saw in that last shot, minus the number. The 165 today was extremely busy for being filmed on a weekend. Unfortunately, I didn't have the paper ticket with me, so I had to pay the driver cash up front before boarding.
Thank you.
As said a bit ago, the 165 today was really busy on this particular weekend, so finding a good window seat was pretty tough, but I eventually settled for this one. Legroom on this particular bus is kinda tight, even for my 5'7" frame, but there is so much room to stretch out under the seat, which I think is kind of a plus. Immediately after we start moving, we run along the Hudson River while still facing the New York skyline. This is gonna be the norm for the first few minutes of the trip. A surprising feature on these buses that's not on anything else on New Jersey Transit is reclining seats. They don't recline that far back, but they still give you really good comfort for your trip. For some reason, the recline lever on my seat just didn't decide to cooperate. These seats in particular are super comfy. You can easily fall asleep in them if you use the bus like this on one of the longer distance routes. They provide a really good amount of padding and great ergonomic support. Above these seats are a pair of reading lights along with the stop request button in the middle, both of which work really well. With stops coming and going as we continue to cruise through northern Hudson County, the New York City skyline blends in beautifully with the Hudson River and the fall foliage. These coach buses also have airline-style luggage racks above the seats, which can easily fit personal belongings and maybe a large suitcase or two. I haven't really tested it, so please don't expect me to know how much exactly you could fit in there. As we cut through Weehawken's narrow city streets, we pass by various high-rise apartment buildings, some of which look incredibly luxurious. While cutting through the narrow suburb roads, we leave the New York City skyline for luxury apartment buildings, but outside of that, scenery is relatively bleak for now. Another plus to these massive coach buses is their ginormous windows compared to literally anything else on New Jersey Transit, in terms of buses at least. At this point, we've entered Fairview Township. Let's take a look at the specs for our bus this morning. Right now, we're on bus 21311, which is an MCI D4500 CT built in 2021. The D4500 series of coach buses are 45 feet long, 8.5 feet wide, and 11 feet tall. Equipped with the Cummins X12 diesel engine, this D4500 CT can produce between 350 and 500 horsepower respectively, and between 1,250 and 1,750 pound-feet of torque. I'm not sure on what the exact specs are for this specific bus. These buses are capable of 70 miles per hour on New Jersey Transit, but I doubt we'll be going over 60 for today's journey. Just as we exited Ridgefield, we made a sharp left turn onto US Route 46, a major highway in New Jersey connecting New York's George Washington Bridge with Columbia, New Jersey, which is a small town in Morgan County, right on the Delaware River. We will follow Route 46 until we reach the small suburb of Little Ferry with pretty decent scenery. As we cruise through Little Ferry, let me give you a basic look at our route today, even though it's nearly halfway done by now. We started our journey on Boulevard East in Weehawken, then we meandered our way across that lengthy road until branching off in North Bergen onto Woodcliff Avenue. That road then becomes Fairview Avenue as we cross into the road's namesake town, Fairview. We then make a sharp right onto Broad Avenue, which is technically US Route 19. We follow Route 19 until making a sharp left onto Route 46 in Palisades Park. We break off of 46 on the approach to Little Ferry proper. It's then a straight shot through Little Ferry and onto Hackensack. Narrowing our way through Hackensack, our next major road is Kinderkammock Road. We'll follow this road for the rest of our journey, passing through Hackensack proper and the suburbs of River Edge, Oradell, and Emerson. We creep into Westwood onto the same road, pulling into downtown on Broadway just outside of the commuter rail station. We'll cover a total of 23.4 miles today, with a travel time of 1 hour and 17 minutes. While cruising through Hackensack, I'd like to take the time out and thank you all for over 3,000 subscribers. I'm super late to the party, which I apologize about, but hey, it's better than never. If you're at all enjoying any part of this trip report this far, you're more than welcome to subscribe, and I'm gonna try and post these trip reports periodically throughout the year. And if you wish to chat with me, I can link my new Discord server in the pinned comment. You're more than welcome to join as long as you're over 13. Thank you. Almost out of Hackensack, we came across a railroad crossing, the only one we'll go over on this trip. It goes over the historic main line of the New York Susquehanna Western Railway, although my camera just wouldn't do it justice. One more thing about these seats, they have little air conditioners tucked away between the window and the rest of the bus, which gives a cozy feel for your trip. They also have handles on each side of the seat to help disabled people sit in their desired seat. As we cross over the NJ Transit Pascack Valley line, we can spot a former train station. This station was called Fairmount Avenue, which closed in 1983. The station building has been restored and is now an ice cream shop called Cranberry Junction with a pink and yellow paint job. Speaking of the Pascack Valley line, we're currently paralleling it on the approach to its Newbridge Landing commuter rail station. However, this bus does not serve Newbridge Landing. Now we're entering probably the most scenic part of the journey. While still on Kinderkammock Road, We can see how beautiful the fall foliage looks at this time of year, and how perfectly the houses blend in, along with the small body of water making its presence known. Cruising through Oradell, we pass through Rossi Memorial Park. This small park is dedicated to Major Marie Rossi, an Oradell resident who died in the Persian Gulf War, and includes a memorial in her honor. If you look extremely closely, you'll spot another body of water. That is the Oradell Reservoir, one of the smallest in the state. Finishing construction in 1923, it holds enough drinking water for over 700,000 residents within Hudson County. Passing the Hackensack for a second time, we'll see Emerson Station, a sign that our journey is almost complete. Forget what I said about only one railroad crossing, this is clearly our third. As you can see, the few passengers left on board are preparing to disembark from the bus, and perhaps we should probably prepare too. Finally leaving Kinderhammock Road, we're paralleling the Hackensack line once again on Broadway. This is where we'll be getting off for today. Thank you. Now off the bus, let me show you just how close we are to the train station. It's only a 5-minute walk tops. Westwood features a low platform with accessibility platforms, 2 railroad crossings, and a beautiful station building that has a lovely interior. I didn't get anything on film. Westwood Station sees roughly 450 average daily riders and has connections to today's bus, the 165 from New York to Westwood, and 2 Rockland coach routes. As I wait for my train home, it's now time to end today's trip report. I really enjoyed today's relaxing ride on a comfortable coach up north, and I hope you did too. You can always like and subscribe if you want, and if you're over the age of 13, you can join my Discord server in order to chat with me. For now, that's all from me. Thanks a lot for joining me, and I'll see you in the next video. Have an amazing day.